Hi, I'm Marley Thrasher, and I will be walking you through microlearning today for our Learning with Technology assignment. We'll be talking about what microlearning is, why it's important and helpful as a strategy, how you can incorporate it into your training programs, and we'll follow up with an example and some resources. Over the last decade, microlearning has gained in popularity. In fact, in 2017, just 2 years ago, almost 70% of organizations who weren't currently using microlearning had plans to start. And last year, YouTube how-to videos were the second most popular type of video on that platform. I did a quick search of Google Trends to find out interest in microlearning as a topic in the last 5 years, and as you can see from this graphic, it has grown since 2014. So what is microlearning? It's a short, focused learning experience that is learner-centered in that it's just in time related to when they're interested in finding information. It can be available online, via video, and some other methods we'll talk about in a little bit. Why do people use microlearning? There are a number of benefits to microlearning. Not only is it more economical or cheaper to develop, it can be quicker to get out and release to your learners. It can provide more engagement, be more accessible because it's available via a number of platforms. And it's agile in that you can develop, update, and redeploy it quickly if needed. Finally, it provides more learning opportunities for your learners. If you have not heard of the forgetting curve, this is a theory that states that we as humans can forget up to 80% of what we've learned in just a month. Microlearning can create these sticky experiences that can help mitigate the impact of the forgetting curve on your learners and help them better remember the content that you're trying to provide. So how is microlearning provided? Typically people think of video when they think of microlearning. It is video, but it's also a lot of other things, including posters, infographics, e-learning courses, games, and even handouts, references, job aids that you provide at the end of or before class. So how can you ensure that you are employing microlearning in the most effective way? Well, the Association for Talent Development wrote an article a couple years ago about successful microlearning and provided 5 tips. First is aligning microlearning around those moments of need. If you are in HR and you know people are going to be onboarding or being promoted, finding topics related to those kind of events and creating microlearning about those topics can help them in their moment of need. Designing for micro behaviors. Do you want better communicators? Break down the skill of communication into certain micro behaviors that need to happen. They need to be able to negotiate. You could create a microlearning on that behavior and then a full program across the board on communication. Starting with an emotional hook. It's always good to help learners connect with your content, think about their prior knowledge on the subject, and even give that aha. At the same time, you want to end with a call to action and give them an opportunity to apply what they learned and have a small win. And finally, using live events in conjunction with microlearning before, during, after can help you spend more time in person appropriately and use the microlearning for some of that social hands-on engagement. Finally, an example. When I was at NC State, we created a series of 10 short e-learning modules on a number of different topics about research. And these were developed with short content within them on different topics. So leading research compliance, the learner would interact with specific things like responsibilities or communication. Finally, I will leave you with some resources and reference that were helpful to me in developing this presentation. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you have questions, let me know. Thanks.